And if you guys are interested in Z01 add-ons, they're in the link in the description below.
Makes life of jacking this car up so much easier.
Good thing we have that low profile jack from Harbor Freights. I mean, look at the clearance right there. So close to that side skirt.
Look, this jack is garbage, dude.
Okay, link not in the description below for this.
Like, I don't understand. What the hell's wrong with this piece of shit?
This video just became a how to
bleed
the system. Alright, so we just bled the system from this jack because it wasn't working. What you have to do in case you have a jack like this or you've never bled your system, you're going to have to open up this middle valve, and then you're going to turn the pumper, or whatever you want to call this, to the left, okay? And then you're going to give it a few pumps and let the system air out. So some fluid came out and some air came out. And then towards the end of that, we're going to tighten it back up and tighten it on when you're pressing the lever down. As the air's coming out, you want to tighten it. And then we're going to see if that helped fix the jack. It looks like that jack is working right now. Very good. So what do you think about your front lip, man? A lot of people talking crap.
Oh man, I had somebody comment today, why is there a gap between your lip? And I keep telling them, the eBay seller falsely marketed this lip as a GSF lip. So I bought it and this is the result. But it's okay because I messaged him and I got a refund for the lip and I was able to keep the lip because for false advertising and pain and suffering from you guys, keep yelling at me that this lip doesn't fit the GSF.
That's right. We were able to talk to the seller, tell him what an inconvenience this whole setup was, how the lip did not fit really good on the car. And even though I don't think you got the full refund, right?
Basically 75%.
Yeah, that's pretty good. And at the end of the day, you got a 25% paid for lip, which really looks good as a front lip. All right, so first things first, man. How do these tires ride?
Honestly, very quiet, no real noticeable road noise or anything. The sidewall is a little softer compared to the Michelin's, even though it's a 30 series. It is a lot softer because over bumps it's nowhere near as hard as the Michelin's were with the 35 series, guys.
That's true, but also one thing to consider here, let me take a look. This thing has a 220 tire rating. I forgot the actual name of it, but it's 220, and that means
Threadwear.
Yeah, threadwear. So that means thread? No, dude, treadwear, bro.
Treadwear.
Get it right, man. See, my subscribers talk crap because I speak foreign, but the treadwear is a 220. So that means how fast these tires are gonna just wear out. So it means it's a softer rubber compound. So that's probably why it's softer over bumps as well. All right.
So I'm just gonna spray this down with WD-40, clean up these threads a little bit because, you know, there's probably little rocks and stuff that are in here from the thousands of miles that I've put on the car. And then we will start lowering this bad boy. So as you know, we are not adjusting this top perch. This is for your preload. You're going to adjust the bottom perch only.
And one thing I want to mention out right now is when I had my Raceland coilovers on my 8th gen Civic, man, I greased the hell out of that. And the problem was driving and during the winter, all these rocks and dirt get stuck to the grease. So then when you're trying to adjust your perches through all that dirt and grease and grime, it was terrible. So folks, if you get coilovers, I would not recommend greasing the perches, or whatever you want to call them, the threads.
All right, so we're gonna loosen this bottom thread itself. There we go. I broke it loose. And this is how we're gonna basically measure how much we're gonna drop the car. I'm thinking, oh, it's a little grimy in there. You could feel the rocks a little bit.
So let me ask you, do you regret not getting just springs?
Absolutely not. Everybody that keeps asking me on Instagram and YouTube, do they recommend springs? I say, hell no. Save the money, get coils, because your shocks are gonna blow and start leaking if you do just springs. It's not worth it. Ask anybody that has coils that had shock springs before and they tell you the same thing.
And the installation, again, is so much easier if you got a complete system like this. You just do a couple bolts on top. What was it? 3 bolts on top, couple bolts on the bottom, drop the whole thing. And we saved a bunch of weight from these coilovers as well compared to the factory suspension, so that's a nice bonus. While Bullet's working on the coilovers and adjusting that height there, I'm going to talk to you guys about how Bullet's garage almost blew the motor on this Lexus GSF. This legendary 5-liter V8 with titanium rods. How did he blow it? Interesting story, guys. And I'm just gonna mention one thing. It's the intake that he had before and the little mod that he was doing. But we're gonna have a conversation one day with Bullet himself when we get some time, and we're gonna tell you what he actually did. That thank God I talked him out of that. Otherwise,
I don't want to talk about that, guys.
Otherwise,
I don't want to bring back those memories.
Man, this engine could have been blown. But aside from that, this intake looks really clean. This little heat shield is doing his work. Pretty clean car for what do you got? 18K, you said, right? Okay. You know, it's funny. I noticed. In a way, if I look at this, it kind of looks like a little centrifugal supercharger right there. And a supercharger, any companies reach out to you for sponsorship yet?
No, sir.
Why not, man?
All right, so this is a 5mm spacer that I have with no hub-centric ring, which I can't use. So I'm gonna use this to give me 5mm drop exactly.
Man.
Exactly.
Science.
Science, guys. Bam, basically right there.
Right on the money.
Right on the money. So we're gonna grab our wrench and we're gonna spin down this whole assembly, but you're not gonna grab it from the lower perch, you're grabbing it from the top one. The lower one is gonna unlock this so you could spin the preload, so don't do that. Only use the top one.
Yeah, pretty much once you preload it, you'd never want to touch it.
Now we just gotta figure out which way to spin it.
Alright, so he has the other side jacked up, so look how this looks right here. We're gonna see the clearance right over here. And as you guys can see, man, we got plenty of clearance. I mean, my finger can fit right over here. So he can actually drop the rear end some more and have no issues with rubbing or anything. And that's a great setup, because originally he was gonna roll the quarter panels, and I mean, we've had experiences with rolling quarter panels, shipping the paint, and then getting rust accumulation over time. So this is perfect. Very tight, aggressive fitment, yet keeping that OEM fender quarter panel. You know, we're not messing with it. But if he was to run a 295 tire, because this is a 285, if he was to run a 295, I will be very, very, very close. Depending on the tire and the manufacturer, it might be rubbing, which would still be okay, because he still got the camber arms, lower camber arm adjustment, so he could have tucked in that tire. But what do you guys think? That depth is amazing, though. So job's all finished?
On this side, but it's not finished. In order to have your car look perfect, I'm gonna give you guys a tip that I learned from Obsessed Garage. And we're gonna cut off these nipples off these tires.
Oh no.
Because this don't look good to me.
Don't cut off the nipples, man.
Gotta get rid of these nips. They're killing the look, killing my vibe. They gotta go. Obsessed Garage does this on all his tires, and
Really?
I agree with him. I don't like the look at all. So we're gonna chop these off. It looks like, you know, my tires are babies, and we don't want that.
And you gotta tell us, you know, you're so good with that razor. You gotta tell us how you make your hair so cool.
You know,
what's the secret, man?
You gotta blow dry it. You gotta use some mousse, and then you gotta use some product.
Mousse, man.
Takes a lot of time, you know.
You gotta make a YouTube channel on that, man.
Oh yeah, how to be a professional hairstylist. So of course the suspension is not settled since we've kind of rosed it, and we gotta drive the car and make it settle. Let's do the other side, and we'll go for a quick spin and see how it looks.
So we're gonna do about 5 mils on this side too, right?
Yeah, let's do 5 mils to start, and we'll adjust again if we need more. But I think a 5 mils safe bet.
Are you rubbing right there, or what is that? Or is that just moisture?
Where?
This thing.
This?
Yeah, what is that?
This is like coating.
Oh, okay. It looked like maybe some rubbing marks.
All right, that's 5 mils.
So this is a 10 mil spacer right here?
10 mil.
Hub centric.
Yeah, we should go 10 mil down actually.
Hub centric because it sits on the hub. H&R?
H&R is the only way I go.
Quality.
Spin her down, boys. Spin her down. Get her low.
So how are those lugs doing, man?
These are good.
What are they, Muteki lugs?
Muteki wheel lock nuts.
They're open-ended, right?
Yep. Very high quality product.
Show everybody what open-ended means again for those new subscribers. There's no cap on there. He is running extended studs right there, so they're longer than factory. So you need something without a closed cap.
That's right. And I got my locking ones, my wheel locks, but I didn't put them on yet because I knew I was going to be doing this. But those are to come.
You got wheel locks for this?
Yes, sir.
Oh,
I can't have these wheels disappear, you know.
Oh man.
All right, let's get rid of these nips.
Especially living in
Chicago,
man, they're stealing rims left and right.
That's like, it's like a hobby for everybody here in Chicago.
And yeah, man, you gotta tell us one day on another video the build spec of this car and how much you've invested in there, because you got a lot of parts, man. You got carbon fiber, you got lips, you got wheels, you got suspension, you got tints, vinyl wrap, so much, you know, small stuff, but it adds up, right?
It sure does. Video will come soon of that when we'll talk about the build when it's basically complete, you know.
Yeah, I mean, how much it really costs to build your own car, not just buy it built.
Just pull the e-brake so I could torque these bad boys down.
What do you think about these electronic e-brakes, man?
It's the future. I mean, I can't complain.
I mean, it does save some space inside the car, you know, it makes it look nice, but man, it's not the same as you pulling a handbrake when you need it.
That's true. But if you want to drift with this car, you just use your left foot.
Oh, your left foot, huh?
Not your right hand.
Oh, left foot.
my right foot, not my left foot. I'm still used to double clutching, you know.
Yeah, not like you should.
Not granny shifting.
And just look at the arrow on this car, man. It's crazy how they designed this car. How sharp it is from the front. Let me get the front. at that. That meat right there. It's definitely tight, man. It's definitely tight. Straighten her out. Man, that looks perfect. All right, let's hop in. Let's go for a ride. Everybody, man. Living in Chicago is like a war zone. Like literally, people are killing each other left and right. But it kind of feels like a war zone just driving on these streets because they're so terrible, right?
You got it, man. Potholes everywhere. Alleys are jacked up, like steep ass inclines every time you got to go on a steep angle to get in and out of somewhere. It's just crazy.
I mean, I drove my buddy's pickup truck the other day, and even on, you know, off-road suspension, it felt really rough. Oh man, you can really hear that intake though. It sounds like a little whine. I like it.
Oh yeah, you can hear the intake a little bit, yeah. So look how smooth it is still. You know,
Yeah, it's still pretty smooth.
Pretty smooth, pretty quiet. Let's go to Ridge, right? We should probably hit up Ridge because they have that little parking lot we can just pull into real quick.
What, the front?
Oh, yeah.
You're kidding me, dude.
That side for sure.
Like, that looks fucking perfect, man. So how's it look, man? I
don't
think,
know,
dude,
man.
man,
I feel like we need a little bit more load.
And it's not a Honda Civic anymore, bro. You don't want to bottom this car out. Let me drive it for you. Just go straight. Go straight.
Yeah, I mean, I think I want to be looking dope. So we gotta make some adjustments here.
Comment below if you guys want me to do a burnout right now. Alright, so we decided to lower this side a little bit more, the driver's side. How much did you go down? Another couple mils?
Probably like one, not even a mil, just like I went like half a turn more because it wasn't perfectly even with that side. So we got to get it perfect.
Perfect, man.
Now we are putting on 3 sets of wheel locks on each wheel.
3 sets.
Because I don't want these bad boys going anywhere in Chicago and ending up on Craigslist. So we got to make sure they're protected.
So the wheel locks are the same company as the regular lug nuts, right?
Correct. I'll show you the box in a second.
I'll take a look, man. You just keep working there, man. techie locks. A lot of sets because we're putting multiple locks on each wheel. So in the future, if he's gonna try to take his wheels off or he has a flat, it's gonna be a hell of a fun time. So all these locks, you're gonna have to technically keep in the car, eh?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we're not gonna keep it in the car just in case they want to break your windows and take it. No, he's gonna carry them with him at all times.
I'm gonna put it in my fanny pack and keep them with me.
That's right. So yeah, this side just got lowered a little bit, and then the other side we're doing is the passenger side rear. This side is gonna go down just a little bit. Probably. How much for the back? We're gonna lower.
This side has to go down 2 mils.
2 mils. Okay, so that's gonna go 2 mils, and I think we're gonna call it a day. So far, it drives good, looks good, and that's it.
All right, guys. So we just gave the car a quick wash after we adjusted some of the coils. We're gonna give you a full perfect walk around video of this another time, so make sure you're subscribed so you see that video of how it sits now. But we did a quick adjustment and it really does look perfect as it is now. It's not slammed, it's not stanced, it's just a perfect daily with this beautiful setup. Alright guys, make sure you subscribe, hit that bell icon to stay up to date with all future videos.